Believe that global warming exists and the planet is facing an environmental crisis?
I think that those that have proposed global warming over the last few years have conducted an enormous charade. I understand that there are problems with pollution in this world. There's problems with putting pollutants into the air. But I think it's pretty clear that solar flares and activity from the sun has had greater impact than man has in terms of raising the temperature. I've read and heard on news shows that the temperature of the planet hasn't raised in the last 8 years, and that those that were putting these ideas forward were doing so falsely.
So you believe that this is all made up?
I think much of it is a charade, and I don't think that the science is very good, and I think that there are plenty of people on the other side that are disputing it.
Mr. Townsend?
I'm willing to believe it's possible, but the scientists and the research community that had half this country convinced that it was a problem have largely been discredited by the emails that have made their way into newspapers and magazines. I wish I could believe them, but I can't believe anything that they say anymore, and I'm convinced that much of what they were trying to do was a hoax. Here's the problem with this. Are we to shut down the United States economy and suddenly tell every American we're now going to rely on wind power and solar panels for all of our energy needs? The fact of the matter is, fossil fuels have a bigger bang for buck in supplying energy than any other form. I'm all in favor of green technology. I hope to see the day when we have more nuclear power plants in the United States, which is the greenest form of energy. It's one of the things France does well. 80% of their electricity comes from nuclear power. I want to move in that direction, but I'm not willing to shut down the U.S. economy because a bunch of scientists dreamed up this hoax and tried to perpetrate a fraud on the American people.